John Cena has been one of the most polarizing figures in professional wrestling history. Despite being the face of WWE for over a decade, a significant portion of the audience has clamored for him to turn heel. This desire stems from a variety of factors, ranging from creative stagnation to an interest in seeing a new side of his character. Wrestling fans are known for their passion and investment in storytelling, and for many, a heel Cena represented untapped potential. One of the biggest reasons people wanted Cena to turn heel was the perception of his character as stale. For years, Cena was portrayed as the ultimate babyface, always doing the right thing, never backing down, and constantly overcoming the odds. While this character resonated with younger fans and casual viewers, the hardcore audience grew tired of seeing the same predictable storylines. Wrestling thrives on evolution and change, and Cena's prolonged status as a good guy led to audience fatigue. Many believed that a heel turn would breathe new life into his persona and freshen up WWE's main event scene. Another major factor was the precedent set by past legends. Many top babyfaces, such as Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, turned heel at pivotal moments in their careers, leading to some of the most memorable runs in wrestling history. Hogan's turn to the dark side with the formation of the New World Order reinvigorated his career and changed the industry. The Rock's transformation from a generic good guy to the arrogant and charismatic corporate champion made him a megastar. Fans wanted Cena to have a similar career-defining moment, believing that shedding his goody two-shoes persona would create fresh and compelling television. The Cena sucks chants that echoed through arenas for years were another strong indicator of the demand for a heel turn. Unlike most babyfaces, who are universally cheered, Cena consistently received mixed reactions. Half of the crowd, often consisting of kids and families, adored him, while the other half, made up of older fans, passionately booed him. This dynamic was unique, but it also suggested that a heel turn might actually align with the reactions he was already receiving. Instead of forcing fans to accept him as a hero, WWE could have embraced the hate and let Cena lean into the negativity, much like Roman Reigns successfully did years later. Many fans also felt that Cena's character was too perfect, lacking the flaws and depth that make great wrestlers compelling. The best heels are often complex characters, with motivations that, while selfish, make sense within the story. A Cena heel turn could have provided an opportunity to explore a more layered version of his character, one who, after years of being unappreciated, decided to abandon the fans who turned their backs on him. This shift would have added depth to his persona and allowed for more intricate storytelling. Another argument for Cena's heel turn was the potential for fresh rivalries and dream matches. Throughout his babyface run, Cena feuded with numerous heels, but many of these matches followed a familiar formula, Cena overcoming the odds and triumphing in the end. A heel Cena could have created new dynamics with existing top stars and allowed for different types of feuds. And even a returning babyface, The Rock, could have had deeply personal and intense rivalries with a villainous Cena. Such feuds could have elevated the product and given longtime fans a reason to tune in with renewed interest. The merchandising factor was often cited as a reason why WWE hesitated to turn Cena heel. He was a massive moneymaker, particularly among children, and his brightly colored t-shirts and wristbands were bestsellers. However, history has shown that merchandise sales do not necessarily plummet when a top star turns heel. In fact, a well-executed heel turn can sometimes boost sales. The NWO shirts flew off the shelves when Hogan turned heel, and Roman Reigns' Tribal Chief merchandise has been incredibly successful. Many fans believe that if Cena had embraced a darker persona, he could have developed a new aesthetic and branding that would have been equally profitable. There was also the argument that turning Cena heel would have allowed him to showcase more of his range as a performer. While Cena was often criticized for being Super Cena, always winning and never showing vulnerability, a heel turn could have given him the chance to experiment with different in-ring psychology and promo styles. A villainous Cena could have used more underhanded tactics, cut sharper and more scathing promos, and developed an entirely new in-ring strategy, adding intrigue to his matches. Moreover, many believe that a heel Cena could have done wonders for elevating younger talent. A dominant heel Cena who ruthlessly crushed underdog babyfaces would have created an environment where new stars could rise by eventually dethroning him. Instead of being the hero who saved the day, Cena could have played the final boss that younger talent had to overcome, making their victories feel even more significant. This could have led to memorable moments where stars like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, or even someone like Sami Zayn could have solidified themselves by defeating an unbeatable villain, Cena. Another angle that intrigued fans was the possibility of Cena joining a faction or leading his own stable. Throughout his career, he was often a lone warrior, but a heel Cena could have aligned himself with a powerful group, similar to how Hogan led the NWO. Imagine Cena at the head of a dominant heel faction, using his experience, political pull, and star power to manipulate WWE's landscape. A faction like this could have had long-term storytelling potential and given Cena an opportunity to explore a power-hungry character who believed he was above the rest of the roster. Cena's own ability to play a heel was another reason people wanted the turn so badly. Early in his career, he played the Doctor of Thugonomics, a cocky and brash rapper who insulted his opponents and took cheap shots whenever possible. This version of Cena was beloved by fans because of his sharp mic skills and entertaining personality. When he transitioned into his babyface role, many felt that some of that edge was lost. A return to that arrogant, trash-talking character, albeit in a more sinister and dominant way, was something fans yearned to see. Timing also played a role in why fans wanted the turn at various points in Cena's career. There were multiple occasions where it seemed like a heel turn could have happened naturally. One of the most famous was during his feud with The Rock leading up to WrestleMania 28. The Rock consistently mocked Cena for his hustle, loyalty, respect mantra, and it would have been a perfect moment for Cena to snap and turn against the fans who sided with The Rock. Another prime opportunity was during his feud with CM Punk in 2011, where Punk's anti-establishment persona clashed with Cena's corporate-backed hero role. A heel Cena siding with Vince McMahon against Punk would have been an incredible swerve that changed the landscape of WWE. Ultimately, despite all the reasons fans wanted it, WWE never pulled the trigger on a full-fledged Cena heel turn. There were hints and teases over the years, and Cena himself has admitted that he pitched the idea, but it never materialized. Some believe WWE was too cautious, fearing the loss of its top merchandise seller and the potential backlash from its younger audience. Others think that Cena's real-life commitment to charity work, such as his record-breaking Make-A-Wish visits, made it difficult for WWE to justify turning him into a villain. Furthermore, Cena's heel turn has come at a time when WWE's storytelling has evolved beyond simple good versus evil narratives. Modern wrestling fans appreciate complexity in characters. They no longer simply boo heels because they are bad or cheer babyfaces because they are good. Instead, they look for characters with depth, motivation, and authenticity. Cena's new persona fits into this modern approach perfectly, making it easy for fans to accept and even support him in his new role. It is also important to note that Cena's current rivalry with Cody Rhodes has helped solidify his heel persona in a way that fans find engaging rather than detestable. Rhodes, as the undisputed WWE champion, represents the hard-working underdog story that fans have rallied behind. By turning against Rhodes and aligning with The Rock, Cena has positioned himself as a villain in a storyline that naturally draws support for his opponent. However, instead of outright hating Cena, fans are invested in seeing how this dynamic plays out. It creates compelling television rather than inspiring legitimate anger. Cena's heel turn has also been received positively because it feels like a reward for longtime fans who have been speculating about it for years. For more than a decade, fans debated whether Cena would ever abandon his heroic persona and embrace a darker side. Many believed it would never happen due to his dedication to his younger fan base and his role as WWE's top merchandise seller. Now that it has finally happened, it feels like a momentous occasion rather than something to resent. Another factor that has contributed to the positive reception is Cena's ability to control the audience's emotions. Throughout his career, he has been one of the best at manipulating crowd reactions. Even at the height of his Super Cena era, when half the audience would chant, "Let's go Cena," while the other half shouted, "Cena sucks," he never lost control of the narrative. Now, as a heel, he has expertly leaned into the reasons why people once criticized him, turning them into strengths. This level of self-awareness makes his new character engaging rather than off-putting. It is also worth considering that WWE fans have matured alongside Cena. In the past, when a beloved superstar turned heel, it often resulted in outrage because younger fans viewed wrestling in black and white terms. However, today's audience appreciates the nuances of storytelling. They understand that a great heel makes for an even greater hero in the long run. Cena's heel turn adds depth to the WWE landscape, making the overall product more enjoyable. Another reason why fans don't hate Heel Cena is that he has retained some of the qualities that made him popular in the first place. Unlike traditional heels who rely on cowardly tactics or excessive cheating, Cena's character remains confident, strong, and dominant. He has not become a caricature of a villain. Rather, he has embraced a more ruthless version of himself. This allows fans to enjoy his performances without feeling like he has completely abandoned everything that made him great. Furthermore, Cena's work outside the ring continues to earn him admiration. Fans know that regardless of his character's alignment on TV, he remains one of the most generous and charitable figures in wrestling history. His countless Make-A-Wish appearances, philanthropy, and genuine kindness make it difficult for fans to truly despise him. Unlike heels who generate heat through real-life controversies or betrayals, Cena's heel turn is purely a storytelling device, making it easier for fans to separate fiction from reality. Even though Cena never fully embraced the dark side, the desire for it remains a fascinating part of wrestling history. The what-if scenarios continue to be debated, and many still wonder how a heel Cena would have changed WWE's trajectory. While we may never see it in the way fans envisioned, the passion behind the demand for heel Cena is a testament to how much people cared about his character and wanted to see him evolve. It remains one of wrestling's biggest what could have been stories, proving that sometimes the best angles are the ones that never actually happened.